In this video, we are going to talk about the 5 biggest plumbing mistakes that most homeowners make. Hey guys, it's Dave Brow with Anthony REALTORs, and you may or may not know this, or you may just not care, but I was a plumber for over 5 years before I got into real estate. My dad owned a plumbing company, so I've been around plumbing basically my whole life. And I have come to see kind of the same issues that homeowners face. And number one is dumping grease and fat down drains. A lot of people think that just because it's like out of sight, out of mind, it just goes in like this magical place. No matter what you put down your drain, it's fine. Well, I'm here to say it's not. So stop dumping grease down your drains. And number two is only toilet paper and human waste should go through the toilet, okay? And I would argue that even what a lot of these companies are saying and marketing as okay to flush, they probably aren't, especially if you have old plumbing or if you have a sewer that is prone to having roofs and stuff like that. This stuff simply does not break down the way that it's marketed or advertised to do. Number three is just simply using too much drain cleaner. You guys, the stronger the drain cleaner or the promise of the drain cleaner, usually the worse it is. Like the more acidic and all these other chemicals that they put in it, it's really hard on your drains, especially if you have like steel pipes. It can eat right through it. So be very, very careful with how much drain cleaner you put down in your plumbing. Number four is over tightening or under tightening your drain connections. There is kind of a sweet spot when you are tightening like a slip nut, for example, on a P-trap. You don't need to get a big wrench out. Most of the time you should be able to do it just with your hand. That should be tight enough. If you get it square and you tighten it, it should be most of the time tight enough. So be careful not to over tighten it, you guys. If you're trying to make a connection and it's still leaking, not all the time is tightening more the answer. Of course, you have to have it tight to a degree, but be careful because that's when you can break a pipe. And if you're working on a water connection, not a drain, you definitely want to make sure that you have the water shut off to the fixture before messing around with any of the plumbing. Number five, I saved the best for last, is not checking your plumbing often enough. Okay, so most of us, we just have our sink, our kitchen sink drains and our drains underneath our bathroom sinks, and we go months and months or maybe even years without checking them. Well, if you go that long, there's chances are that you can have a leak right now. And especially if it's just packed full of stuff, you might not know. Well, leaks over time, they really can cause problems and add up. So you really want to look around your stop valves, the connections, and see if there's some corrosion, like some green kind of buildup, and look at the drains and make sure that you don't have any leaks. So most of the things that the common problems that we just talked about can all be done by just a homeowner, right? But of course, obviously, if you have something major, you always want to call a plumber and have them take care of it. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any topics or that you want us to talk about, or if you need a good plumber, please give us a call. We would be delighted to set you up with somebody who we work closely with.